Welcome to E3D's Open Buildings CAD build. Here we want to demonstrate how, just by doing what we always do in 3D designing a mining project, this one in particular is a conveyor tail pulley, we want to add some bearings to it. But before we do that, we'll just go in and just have a look, and I'll show you how this already has the data already associated to the tail pulley. The non-drive tail pulley is an 800 diameter, 200 diameter shaft, 2.2 meter wide belt pulley. It's from PROC. This is what its PROC drawing number is. It's from the PROC Neoprene Conveyors catalogue. It's a non-drive pulley, and there's all the details. And it even shows it's got the steel rubber lagging. So we've already got all that data that came from our library already associated with that tail pulley. One model, we've already got data. So now let's go ahead and add two bearing housings to it. With this system, we've got tens and thousands of vendor and standards models that we've already built for the system that comes with the system when you install it. In order to find that many items in that many libraries, we found it necessary to create a user interface so that it was logical and easy to find things. And obviously, the more libraries we've got, the faster it is to do the design. So I'll just introduce you to our 3D CADnet. So this is our 3D CADnet user interface, and we want to do some 3D modeling. And what we're after is a mechanical item, and it's a mechanical vendor item. So then we'll go to conveyoring, bearings, and we'll choose CVC bearings for this instance. That's a design decision, normally made by the client who has a preference in which bearings they want to go for. And then you'll see each one of these has a picture and a description describing exactly what it is that you're choosing. So that helps with your design decisions. And in this case, it's 200 diameter shaft, and we want it to be a closed bearing. So we'll choose that, and I'll just choose a particular item, and there we've just inserted a bearing housing. Now you can see instantly the data about that bearing comes in to our data group system, which is there and ready to go to all the other parts of the project and for digital engineering to happen. And you can see that it's got its adapter sleeve, its housing sealed assembly, its sealed roller bearing spacer ring, and its bearing housing. It's got all the part numbers there. It's got who it's from. So it gives and where this information came from. We can also go back and see project-related information that you can apply to it if you want to. That's a choice. Okay, so now we've got one bearing in. I'll just move it to the right location, and then I'll just copy it across. So we've now got two, and you can see it's instantly added the second bearing to it with all the parts. Now, because it's got all the parts that make up that bearing, it means it's ready for asset management. So if you needed to replace any of those parts, then you've got all the product codes already built into it. You saw how fast and easy that was to do. No one had to build any models, came purely from the libraries. And that's what modeling information or mining information modeling is about for the mining industry. We've tailored it so that it's got all the relevant information built into the system for doing mining projects. Digital engineering is what's going to happen with all these models and all this data after we've done the design, or even during we've done the design. To give you another quick example, so here you can see we've got all the steel work in there for the pulley. Okay, you can see we've got our sole plate and our packers and everything in there. We've got all of our stiffeners and everything in there. That's all ready to install. It's all part of the conveyor design. I've even included a part of the belt there. So we've got that ready to go. Now let's go and have a look at the data that comes with that even. Okay, so here we've got our section name. We've got all the flat bar in there. We've got all the plate. Once you select it here, it highlights in the software. So you can actually go down and bury down to each individual one. If you right click on it, then you can zoom into that and you can see exactly what that plate's referring to. Not just that, it has all the other data associated to it. It's got what its weights are, how long it is, all the information, and how it relates to the project. It's a plant conveyor, it's a pulley frame, it's mechanical. You can see here that it's got the commodity code, and it's also got what the part is. It's whether it's a sole plate, packer, plate, or a bit of steel work. So you can see it's mostly plate work. But what it does is it means we've got a single source of information that is generated directly from the model as the information for the whole project. That's what gives you the base to do digital engineering. Thank you so much for watching the video.